Hello, trading has closed on January 3rd, 2017. My last call, so we should see higher prices today. We had a target of 2243.66. That one printed. We had a failed target of 2255 from December 28th, and that printed, and there was some resistance over it, and we're actually in that resistance area now. All the MEJT targets from today have printed. To me, this is a very negative pattern which would be invalidated if we promptly gapped up, if we gapped up and promptly took out this high. Otherwise, I think trouble is brewing. The one positive I have to say is that here's the DeMark signal that gave us a buy. Within 3 bars, we cleared number 8. That's good. Just remember, when these signals fail, they do fail in grand style. What's not so good is we had a gap up, higher high, couldn't hold on to any of them. We have a wall into the close. We have most of the purchases being made when the big money is not trading right at the open and right at the close when liquidity dries up. Here's what happens when the professionals are left to themselves, and here's what happens when the amateurs rule the day. Here's a daily chart. If you look at 60 days, we have 180 points. That's a 1/3 Gann fan resistance level. If you use trading days, which are bars, instead of calendar days, neither one works. Either one works. This is a 1/2, so we have resistance on the Gann fan line right at today's high. Here's our weekly chart from DeMark. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bars completed to give us a potential 9, 13, 9 sequential sell signal. However, the last one of the bars can finish early. The high here was 2259.80, so anything over that at the close gives us a 913.9 sell, but the high today was 2263.88, so you could argue we have the sell and we're on a big 913.9 weekly sell signal that started back in February of last year, and the more time it takes for this pattern to form, the larger the length of time in each one of the bars, the stronger the signal is. As you know, counting waves is not my long suit. I have this as wave 1 with the leading diagonal triangle. I think this is a 3-wave pattern for here. I originally thought it was a W, that we had next wave down, and there's some pretty good Fibonacci relationships here to count that wave as a 3. If that's A, you can see here's the height of C, and with this A and that C, it also works perfectly too. So I originally had this one as a W and that as an X, and I'm waiting for a Y, but that isn't the only way one can count it. If here's wave 1, I have the first 3-wave pattern ending right here at the 78.6. Now, you can take the same length here, and if that's an A instead of a W, and that's a B, and that's your C, we've already seen we have a nice Fibonacci relationship between A and C. So this could be A, B, C, and it's possible that the party's over here. So for tomorrow, we have a rally into resistance. The odds favor gapping down. Be aware that if we do gap down, the pattern tends to make a low about 10 minutes or so after trading begins, rally to the top of the hour, and then decline into around lunchtime. So if we get a drop here, there's a good chance all this resistance is going to hold. But if we break out and clear this high, that means we've cleared resistance and we could go higher. So tomorrow's open should be very telling. I'm still negative, and the only question is picking the top. And that's today's call.